So when I started Worst Retirement Ever, the idea was I'm going for KOMs on YouTube videos. Super awesome way to make a living, honestly, as a retired pro cyclist. But also, you know, kind of vain if you remove the context from it. So I partnered with No Kid Hungry. This is years ago now, and really, like, it brought meaning to the whole thing. You donated, I donated, my sponsors kicked in. Together we raised over $500,000 for No Kid Hungry in the last 6 years. Honestly, I think it's the best thing I've ever done. Now, in the last like year and a half, donations have slowed a little bit. I think, you know, a lot of that's the economy. 2020 folks were feeling super generous and freaked out. And I appreciate all that. I'm not mad at anyone for not donating. A lot of folks are just like, yeah, I gave to that already. And at the same time, my main contact at No Kid Hungry, at Chef Cycle, Adele, she's moved on to a different organization. So I thought this was kind of a good time to pivot, to switch things around. Of course, there's a very long list of worthy causes and important charities to kick to, but the main thing that I've been thinking about lately, the thing that keeps me up at night, is definitely climate change. I live in California. There's a big drought, and, you know, just look what's going on. I also believe that climate change contributes to a lot of the other things. It contributes to hunger, contributes to inequality, and there's the thing, like, we could solve every social inequality, we could solve every problem, every unfairness in our society, but if there's no world left, kind of what was the point? So I think kind of everyone with the cause should sort of zoom out and think, what's the most important thing? What's going big to small? What can we do now? So I did a whole bunch of research, and kind of in that community, there's different sort of debate on, do you want to improve climate change by investing in companies that can save the world, or by conservation and political lobbying? And I chose to work with the Sierra Club actually because they do all of that. I first met the folks at Sierra Club through the petition thing that I was doing in LA for more bike lanes. They're also very involved with conservation in the Santa Monica Mountains, which is where I do the majority of my bike riding, where our Fondo takes place. There's local chapters all over the place. The LA chapter is going to help me organize like litter cleanups for cyclists to join. So I'll have a donation link all year. I urge you to check out your local Sierra Club, find a chapter near you, see how you can get involved with that or any kind of climate change. But I'm really looking forward to this partnership to see what we can do together and for the planet. Oh, hi, creature. Okay. I know. I started the same way I started the No Kid Hungry thing, kicked in $1,000 myself, but I'm also going to work on sustainability changes in my own life, and I'll share those as I go. You know, I drive a hybrid. It's actually more green. Emily has a regular gas-powered car, but it's older. It's actually more green to drive your old car till the wheels fall off than to replace it with a new electric car. Of course, mostly I do as much as I can by foot or e-bike. One thing we've done is we've drastically reduced our meat intake at home. I haven't gone full vegan. I don't like rules. We talked about I call it the vegan diet before, which is, you know, if you say never have a piece of cheese again, never have any butter, people are out. But if you say, like, try to have less, I think it's a lot more effective. So personally, like, I've been doing, you know, a couple eggs for breakfast most days. My dinners are almost completely vegan, and we're kind of like a couple times a week chicken, which is a lot better for you, for the environment, than beef. Fish is a lot better than beef, and beef is kind of like a once a month thing now. Another thing we did was we converted our landscape to kind of a drought resistant. We already have solar panels on the roof. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it from here, but we converted the yard to a more green, hippie thing. Emily's gonna give a tour of that. Emily, you're
disregard my arm. I just had a little surgery, but all good.
Yeah,
no
she had a plate removed from her
dancing accident.
From her, yeah. That's another story, another day, another YouTube channel. So it used to be all grass here.
Yep.
And now what do we have?
I basically let the grass die, and we put in some mulch, some gravel, a combination of all sorts of things, new soil, put drip irrigation in, because before it had sprinklers, which makes no sense here.
There's a whole thing, there's a war over the water in the Colorado River. Basically, LA is just sucking all the water from the everything west of Denver. So you know, one by one, we're trying to take care of that.
Yeah. So we got some fruit trees also, because we want to grow some things, and I planted this crepe myrtle for some more shade, so that'll cool things down for us. Actually, this is from the city. The city provides homeowners up to 7 free trees a year, small, medium.
Yeah, the city does a thing. They'll give you some trees.
Yep. So part of their like urban forestation project. So that's pretty cool.
And that's gonna be an orange tree, right?
Yeah, that's the orange tree.
Orange
we
tree.
have an olive tree back there, a bunch of lavender,
and we got some pretty succulents.
Yep.
All this is gonna bloom too. There's gonna be, right, I don't know what's gonna bloom. I hope I'm not stepping on it.
This is gonna be bee and hummingbird central. It's gonna be
Oh,
freaking awesome.
We love bees. We love bees.
These are our friends.
Okay, and then in the backyard, we've got every room, everywhere we go has a bed for Nala. That's very important.
Correct. Comfort is key in this household, and that's
yes.
for everybody. Whether you live here, animal, human, visitor, everybody has to be cozy.
So in the backyard, this is all going to be ground cover, right?
Yeah, this is what's called curapia. It's ground cover. All of this was grass as well, and I just let it die. We put in
It's a grass killer.
creeping plants here. There's a lime tree there for margaritas.
This is my Instagram wall. I asked her to keep that because I got to take clean photos for sponsors.
Yep.
So that was the only stipulation. Emily was in charge of the rest of it. I was like, give me an Instagram wall
You got
so
one
I can
wall.
do my job. I got, yeah, very generous.
We have our raised beds here. So I already planted some broccoli in here, which obviously isn't
The only
growing
beds
yet.
that Nala isn't allowed to sleep in.
Correct, yeah. And then this is for other stuff. We do have a compost bin that I started a while back, but I'm going to transfer that and just make it a pile and start throwing things back there and
Bunch of
just
messy.
throw the compost
Sure.
into the raised beds.
Sure.
And then back here, there's a little walkway. We got our lemon tree back here. All of this we'll fill in, and then you come back to this.
The lemons, if you come over, please take some lemons. We're lemon rich
Yeah, I have a whole bag
at the
inside.
moment.
Start
We'll trade, I'll trade you, but you could just have some. Hang on, you got to go to the other part right. You got to do it right from here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait, hang on.
Here. Okay.
So this is the chill zone.
This is the entrance to Emily's chill zone.
I've had this dream for a while where I just want to sit back because it's really quiet back here. It's kind of behind the garage, so you get away from like the street traffic noise and all that. We have our fire pit, and you could just sit back here and relax, and you can lay in the hammock and take a nap, or you could just stare at the trees. This tree is really nice to just look at.
Place to read, do a little, I brought the laptop out here the other day, little video editing, but you can go around, but it's cheating, so I'm requiring us to use the door.
So I also got a lot of stuff that I want to use. So we have a rosemary bush over there. This is a magnolia tree. This is going to be exciting. This is passion fruit, and that'll grow and climb all over the trellis. Yeah, it's gonna be, there's one here already, you can see.
What? Oh wow, look at that.
Fruit. The flowers are awesome. If you've never seen a flower, passion fruit flower,
Eat it right now.
they're really, no, I'm not gonna eat it right now.
Can I
They're
eat
really
it?
cool looking.
What happens if Creature eats it?
I don't want to find out. She's allergic to everything.
That's true, she's super annoying.
This is another bed because coziness everywhere. So everybody thought I was crazy when I wanted to set up a rain barrel because when does it rain here? But we did get some rain recently, and the 2 days of rain that we did get, it was pretty heavy. It filled the rain barrel up front, so with just pure rainwater, so that was cool. But this was actually leaking from our AC.
The air conditioner.
Yeah, not leaking.
Yeah,
just,
it puts water out.
The water was pouring here. It didn't make no sense. So I set up this rain
And
barrel.
you got that, and we turn it on, it drips
Yep.
down into all the things over there.
Yeah, so I set up the hose, put it out there, give it some water, or I just fill up my wine bottle. So wine bottle, drink my wine, save my bottle, fill it up with water from the rain barrel. I don't even have to touch sink water, tap water, and then get the plants drunk.
Pour it in there.
Put it in there.
The other day at like 7 in the morning, I saw her walking around with a bottle of wine, and I was like, and then I realized it was for plants. Now the whole yard is like maintenance free. Just one of the things that you can do. Highly recommend if you live in like the desert SoCal region where we do. But that's just one of the things that we're gonna do this year, and I'll keep trying to figure out other stuff and share it with you. I do want to say like a final thanks to everyone who's chipped in No Kid Hungry, to Adele, who worked at Chef Cycle, and Jeff and Seamus and everyone who kind of started that going and helped me out. It's a super long list of just great chefs and great people, and we're still friends. We're all still, you're not rid of me. We're just, and the Phil's cookies will still benefit No Kid Hungry. Every sale we'll do a donation for that. So we're not done. My main message, we're going to pivot to here to Sierra Club and climate change. So I appreciate you all going on that journey with me. See ya.